There we go. Okay. We're good. All right, that's better. Oh, it's a little loud, though. Why are you so loud? Turn that down a tick. Is that better? All right, yeah. I spiked a little bit there. Sorry. Hopefully I didn't blow anybody's ears out there. I'm still a little bit loud, I think, if I raise my voice, and sometimes I get excited here. Let's turn that down a little bit more. How are we doing? We're back. Clear as an angel. Okay. All right. Big O, that's awesome. I mean, that's going to move you up. Sometimes it takes some time to develop them, get matching DSTs or whatever, but that's the good stuff right there. Yeah, that's awesome. Welcome in Swamp. Goose, as always. Glad you're here, buddy. Really appreciate you. Red in YouTube chat. Always good to see you too. Hope you guys are all doing well. The goat is like, you guys are too nice. You guys are so awesome. You guys are awesome. So when I did your team review, you said Bryant would be good with Born to be a Star. You rolled a 333 Born to be a Star and a level 3 trainer. Well, that sounds like the best of it. How's it going in YouTube chat? Zilla Blue Bombers, can you take a look at my squad? We could probably do some team reviews today for sure. Ed Paul's in. Big O hit 150 PR on Sunday. Goose gifted a sub. Shafe Diggs is in. New Jack's here. Awesome. Sounds like everybody's doing good so far. It's awesome to see. Sorry about the brief technical difficulties at the beginning there. And sorry if I'm a little nasally. I had a sneezing fit. Just before I went live, and I was like, oh shoot, that's gonna be annoying. But yeah, so where are we at? We can take a look at the plan today. I think I've got some of these premium skill trainers, and I opened up some room in my trainer backlog or whatever to have room to open some of these. So I think we're gonna open a bunch of trainers today. I've got 2 here and 2 here, so that's good. And then if I switch, and it should let me switch because I already primed it. Oh, you stupid thing. Try one more time here. Come on. There we go. I realized I had 33 premium skill trainer recruits here, which is crazy. That could be really good, or it could just be a bunch of busts. We'll see. I've got 94 of these, but I got six trainers and 4 skill trainers. So, and then with the anniversary stuff, it'll all be silver. Yeah. With the anniversary stuff, I'm up to 54 and 1 here. So those are good numbers. So maybe we'll pull something there. And then over here, I am at, oops, I can't just scroll, I gotta switch. I am at 51 and 2. So a really good amount of trainers going on all the way around. So you pulled 4 level 3 trainers last week and 2 333 sets. I don't think I have any more luck for the next year. New Jack asking the real question here that I was actually just going to launch into. Swamp's moving up in the world for sure here. So yeah, if you missed last week, George Brett got a 333 Champs Maker Prediction Charisma. I was not able to grab stats from rank last week. We could look at him and but he was only in since Thursday, so it really doesn't. You really can't look at the stats from Brett. To do this, we did drop Acuna down to a 332. But the reason we were able to do this is he had a Pio set ready to go, and we drew this beautiful trainer last week. And I don't know if this was like this or I did this off stream. I did roll some gold options off stream and found charisma here. So we've got this really beautiful Pio trainer, and Acuna's been better with this set than he was before. Quite a bit better. So I'm really happy with Acuna, but obviously it's a 3/3/2. So we could do a couple things. We could try to find a different 3/3 on Acuna, or we could try to find a different 3/3 on George Brett. We could move Acuna back to the chance maker, or we could leave him at the 3/3/2 Pio because it's been working out really good. So yeah, we've got some options. Or as New Jack alluded to, Minter's the weak spot in our bullpen here. He's just not good overall. He's got a fine set. Ground baller's not great. I have the stats for it, but he's just a 65 overall. He's a really low end relief pitcher. And so we are considering looking. One other minor change I made offline. This used to be Mike Fulton-Yevitz. Mike Fulte was a Control Master Pico Dom. Millwood's a few points higher overall, and so I swapped up so I swapped up Millwood for Fulte. They both had Control Master sets, so it was a pretty smooth transition. I think it's going to work out a little bit better. That's a Control Master Finn versus a Control Master Dom. So here's the Fulte that we took out for now. If I get another Control Master trainer, there's a good chance he comes back in and replaces my Randy. Oh no. Gosh darn it. Man, I'm being clumsy today. My head is elsewhere. There we go. Okay. Yep. Alright. Sorry about that. So we were talking about Millwood here. Control Master Pico Finn. Replacing... replacing Fulte. Control Master Pico Dom. But just not a high as not a high overall. And it was struggling a little bit. So mix that up. But we are looking at, I think I gotta pull into the back. I think he's still in the backup players. Sort by team. Yeah. So we have Tyler Matzik here. Matzik has a 3/3 co-op pitching. And so we were, but he's a much better, he's a 67 overall, which for relief pitchers isn't as bad. So we were going to roll another set on Matzik. But yeah, so we have options. I'm thinking we roll on Matzik. We give George Brett another week to play out. We might definitely revisit that and try to get off the Chance Maker set. But we can work on that for sure. Yeah, we've got options. But I'm thinking we're gonna do Tyler Matzik. That being said, if we go back to this team, we had some big changes last week. We got a 3/3/2 bad ball hitter on Sheffield. The reason we accepted that bad ball hitter on Sheffield was because we have a pretty good bad ball 3 hitter trainer, and it already had charisma, and we greened into charisma pred. So yeah. But I think we keep rolling for a 3/3 on Chef. We need some bullpen work here for sure. But I think what we're gonna do is roll on Chef here. But let's open some stuff first. Let's open and see what we got. See if maybe some trainers make some improvements for us. Okay. Not as many trainers on this account, but we'll knock them out and see. Let's start with these. Let's start with 10 of these. See if we randomly pull a diamond. Nope. All gold there. What about these? All gold there. Let's burn through some of these. It'll probably be a bunch of silver. Yep. Yep. All right. No surprises there. Nothing interesting from those. All right. Let's pull the good ones here. Starting here. All right. What do we got? Power hitter. Okay. Power hitter has really fallen off as a trainer. I think it looks like it's a generally good hitting trainer, but it doesn't do enough home run to really be good for a power hitter, and it doesn't do as much of the on-base stuff that, say, a leading hitter or a line drive machine does. So power hitter's kind of fallen out of favor, I think. But let's see if this one's any good. Well, it's got a really high home run. Interesting DH option here, if the eye is high enough, which it should be. Yeah, Jetto's in. Jack of all trade, master of none. So this is okay. I wish this had been gold or like orange, and this had been a little bit better. It's not bad. We'll have to see what my DH has, because I'm kind of intrigued. This number is really good, and my DH should have 77 base I, but it's probably running pred. I'm kind of intrigued by this. We're going to take a look at that. Another power hitter. Another power hitter. All right, this one, it doesn't have the great secondary option, and these are all kind of mediocre numbers. None of the orange numbers we really want to see. So, decent if it was an early game team. Very usable, but for late game with what I've got, not super impressive. All right, here we go. These need to be the good ones. This team really needs something good. TB1 is not going to do it. No. That's not what we want to see. Come on, show me some luck. Okay, so this is actually lucky because this team doesn't have a PChem trainer yet. That's a bad one. But I am pretty certain this team does not actually have... It does not. All right. We made a small improvement. Put away pitch is the gold option. I need to go find put away pitch on Suitor. Okay. That's a small improvement. It's not exciting, but at least it is an improvement. Let's bring the DH in and see what Hornsby is rocking. Yeah, so, okay. This is not a great trainer. And I'm not meeting the secondary option because his base power is so low. Well, missing it by 1 point, but I can't adjust it. I think... So we've got a 27% chance here, another 4 here. So we're at a 31% chance, a lot of home run, but a 12% increase in strikeout. What if we look at this power hitter I just drew? So we got 9 home run, but we're going to get, what is this going to be? 7, 9.5, 17, almost 18% line drive, and a little bit of hard hit ground ball. Hornsby is my best hitter overall. He does hit dingers, but the dingers really get hit by the by these two guys. I would just as soon Hornsby be on base for Sandberg to come up. Sandberg's obviously one of my bigger home run hitters. So, yeah. I think I'm going to try this power hitter trainer. I like the numbers. Good here. Good secondary overall. It's going to be more on base oriented, but I don't hate it. I lose 12% home run like hit, basically. Is that what? We were at 21 on the other one? 27. Okay. So I lose... what's up, Andres? So I lose 18% home run like hit, but I gain a ton of line drive. I gain almost 15% line drive and some hard hit ground ball, and I take away the strikeout. Or the swing and miss increase. Sent me a nuclear, friend request on nuclear. Appreciate you. I will check that out. Yeah, we're going to give it a shot. Oh, excuse me. We're going to give it a shot. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. All right. Any other trainers to open up here? May as well do a couple. They're not going to be anything. There we go. We're going to save these for the moment. All right. Looking like this side's ready to go into PSCTs. Let me switch. Let's keep opening trainers while we're at it. All right. We got a bunch here. We got 10. Let's see what we can do. So, all right, sorry. Here we go. Ooh, we start out good. Please be good. This account could really benefit from a good OP trainer. And if you saw, we already have the ticket to upgrade this. Come on. Give me really good numbers. Please. Please. Okay. They're not really, really good, but they're pretty good. The sub options, unfortunately, not great. The current setup is not great on the position option. I mean, I could definitely use it on a relief pitcher. I kind of want it on one of my starters, probably. But the main numbers, yeah, the home run hit number is really good. The line drive number is fine. I'll take it. That's a win. That's going to be used on this account. That's going to be an upgrade. So, okay. That's good. Awesome. Daniel in YouTube chat made another stream. Appreciate you being here. Another power hitter. Man, the game wants to give me power hitter today, huh? Pretty pedestrian. We won't spend too much time on that one. Table setter. Good number on table setter. But again, it's really niche. Zone control is not really usable. Another pickoff expert. First diamond trainer, table setter with a DH position option. That happens. That's going to happen. And a bat breaker. Good, not great numbers, and not really going to be used. So, all right. Well, that was kind of start with a bang and go out with a whimper. Let's hit a few of these guys up. All golds, as we kind of predicted. Here we go. We got 33 chances here. Ooh, TB1. I got excited for a diamond and then saw what it was. So the game really wants to give me tenacious battle power hitters today, huh? Is that what we're going for? Lots and lots of gold there. Corner work master? Corner work master? Pretty pedestrian one. I have a lot of those. Could have been good. Not impressive, but nice to pull a diamond here. All right, let's see. How many diamonds do we get out of 90 of these? Spoiler alert. Don't expect it to be much more than 0. All right. As we predicted. All right, the really good ones. Come on. Like 2 or 3 good hits, and I might be able to crack the top 100 in ranked. We want to see corner work master. We have, or not, control master. We have so much control master on this account. We want to see control master really, really, really badly. Show me control master. Oh, that's too funny. That is too funny. I am a chameleon believer. Unfortunately, it's not going to be good on this account right now, but yeah. Chameleon 3. All right, well, we saw picture 3. Come on, what do we got? A BI2. This is actually going to be an upgrade on this account. Because of the legend skill by 2. Kirby Puckett had 2 of my guys have BI, so this is an upgrade. That's cool. That's a good upgrade for Kirby. Born to be a Star 1. Mr. Perfect 2. Not on this account. I have a beautiful Mr. Perfect 3 on this account. And I haven't been able to use it yet. Alright, so we pulled some pretty decent trainers there. Let's immediately go to Kirby. We only have a decreased legend skill by 1. So we are going to unequip that. We're going to put this one on him. And how many of these do I have? None. Okay, I did use some of those off stream. So I can't re-roll that. But this is immediately going to be better for Kirby. So, got an upgrade. We do want to check out this OP. Do I have any? I don't have any position change. So let's see if it can go on a relief pitcher right away and be good. Stam of 53 on a relief pitcher. We should still have some of those that we haven't stat adjusted. We'll take a look and see if we can find somebody where we meet that secondary bonus. Go back to here. Check out pitching, relief pitching. Oh, we're at 52. Bedrosian's got good stam, but we're 1 short. And this is a pretty solid corner work master. Probably wouldn't be that helpful to Billy. That's a really good corner work master on Mariano, who also doesn't meet the stam requirement. Rysel does not meet the stam requirement. And I've got an upgraded corner work master on him. Minter does not meet the stam requirement, although he could meet the stam requirement. And he doesn't strictly need that location boost. I think oh, he doesn't meet the velo requirement either? Man. You don't meet the velo requirement, huh? Doesn't meet the velo requirement. So I guess we're gonna keep this launch angle control. Alright, so I guess right now It's not, and at least until Matzik comes in, hopefully at some point. I guess it's not an upgrade on anybody. That music is just a touch loud. There we go. I guess if I use an upgrade ticket on it, it's probably better than one of the corner work masters, huh? But nobody meets the stam requirement. That's the other thing. So maybe not. Maybe we're just gonna hold it for now. All right. Let's go. Man. Rolling a bullpen piece is like just not exciting. It might be the right play. It might be. But you know what I really don't want? I really don't want a 3-3 chance maker on George Brett. It feels like such wasted potential. He's doing good. In the small sample size I saw, on the small sample size I saw, Brett was doing good. You know what? The legendary is just so much more exciting. Yeah, I think we're gonna roll. I think we're gonna roll on Brett. All right. Now the question is, do we switch to Korean? Because that's where we had our luck last week. Or do we start it in English? I know I got the chance maker in Korean. Do English. All right. Do in English. Oh, we're just superstitious, Daniel. In YouTube chat, we're just superstitious. All right. All right. We were superstitious. Things weren't going good in English last week. We switched to Korean, and we not immediately, but pretty quickly hit a 3-3 set. All right. We already have a 3-3, so we are looking for only 3-3s. Let's see what we can do this week. And so the superstitious thought goes that here we go. 2. The superstitious thought goes that, you know, you switch to the language of the developers make the game in, and you get a little bit luckier. We've had some luck doing that in the past, but it probably does not make a single bit of difference. It would probably be against some gambling or gaming rules somewhere. So so yeah, you'll see me do it occasionally. We've seen one legend so far. If we get to 20 without seeing another legend, there's a good chance you're going to see me switch to Korean. For the memes, for the luck, for the superstition, whatever you want to call it. So you just got to know how to navigate the language menus when you can't read the language. But Nothing real exciting so far. We've only seen the one legend, so we're about to be behind the statistical curve here. And I think we're going to use the last 34 of these. Yep. All right, we're going to stop. We're going to stop. I do want to check and see. I probably should buy the curve. It's just to the right of, yeah, so, but sometimes you got to remember how to navigate all the menus. So you got to go into here, got to go into settings, got to go into sound, and it's this one, and it'll automatically restart your game. Well, yeah, you have the convenience of having a wife who speaks Korean. They don't have a Farsi language support on here where my wife could help me. All right, and so then we just got to go back into, excuse me. Just got to go back into here. George Brett. And then the fun part is everybody gets to get, if we hit a 333, everybody gets to guess what we hit. So here we go. 231 something. We hit a legend on the third one. So quick legend skill. Let's see if we can do some more. Oh man, making me feel bad. Five supremes in 7 packs, and I'm 0 for my last 20 in supreme packs. Ugh. Ugh. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, we had a 3, but it was a 322. Come on. Stand on your head. It's the luckiest. Oh, man. Well, we saw 2 in the first, like, what, 12 to 13 PSCTs, so that's better. That's a better rate than what we were seeing in English. So we'll keep riding out the luck here in Korean for now. Here we go. 212. 212. All right. We saw 3 in our first 20. That makes up for the odds that where we only saw 1 in our first 20 in English. So we're right back. 3 legend skills. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is good. 1 out of every 10 is what you want to see. So we're due for 1 more before we end. That's what we're hoping for. See 1 more legend, and then we won't feel cheated. Here it is, and it's a 122. You got to bounce in 15. Okay, we got to go quick. We got to see if we can get a 333 for New Jack. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. All right. Well, it worked out. We had our chances on this account. We saw, ooh, another one. 222. All right. We saw lots of legend skills. The game was kind to us. It gave us above average on the number of legend skills we saw. So we take it. We take it. Let's switch it back to English so I don't log in here later and have a brain fart as to what's going on. All right, well, that one's reloading. Let's switch gears here and figure out what we want to do. We've already opened our trainers and did all that. What do we want? Sheffield? I think it's just Sheffield. I think it's just Sheffield. Was it a troll 333 at the end without a legend? I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, maybe the bullpen could use some improvement for sure, because we have 332, 332, 332. So this squad, I should probably be more disciplined. This squad really needs the bullpen help, and we really need to get Luke off a closer if we can. So let's go here. Let's go Bedrosian. I really want to improve the bullpen here. I think that's what this team needs more than anything right now. Starting off with a 1-2-1 workhorse on a reliever. Love it. You love to see it. All right, the ultimate doesn't give us anything today. What about this one? Come on. We're due. A 1-3-1 Control Master. We will probably unlock this today. Let's really get some rolling in. In fact, let me unlock this right now, because this is going to give us a lot of extra resources today. All right, we're going English on this account. We've done the Korean memes. Here we go. Let's see if it's good to us today. Man, a 333 bullpen, usable bullpen set. That's the thing about rolling bullpen, guys, too. We get excited, and then I get excited about a workhorse set, and we get sad. But no point in manifesting doom and gloom today. We're going to roll with it and see what happens. Not off to a great start, but that's okay. We're going to roll with it. Here we go. That was a 2-3-2 Control Master. We like to see Control Master. We will take that if we can get it. Come on. Show me the goods today. Only good vibes and good rolls today. That's right. How many? I have 3 accounts. I only really spend and play seriously on 2 of them. I have one that I play every day. It's an active alt, and I spend a little bit on it, but yeah, I need luck today to make up for next week where I'm gonna have to miss. That's right. We gotta get. Here we go. Come on, show it to me. There's Chameleon. That would have gotten a good hefty chuckle. There's a 333 set with a couple bronze skills. Oh, man. The game is trolling. It's giving me 2 out of the first 21. Here we go. It's a 1. It's a fireballer. We're seeing the skills we want. We got to see that number. Got to see that number. Remember, we're going to hit the end of the right there. I was just going to say. We're going to go get those goodies, and we're going to keep going. I have all 3 of my teams are Braves teams. I am an Atlanta Braves fan at heart, and as you can see on the wall. But where am I going here? So all of my teams are Braves teams. We'll save the legends for the end. All right. I think think we're a little behind the statistical curve for number of legend skills we should see. So we're hoping to see at least 3 in these last 27. Maybe we're right at where we were supposed to be. We did see several. Come on. There's a triple gold set. Man. I was hoping we were going to turn our luck around. We that triple 3 last week on Brett was exciting and definitely what I had gotten spoiled and gotten used to. But here we go. PI would have been interesting. Another one? PI again would have been interesting. That's 2 PIs in a row. Second one was a 3-1-3. We're getting closer. We're getting closer back to back. Nice hits there. But come on. Give me at least 2 more looks here on these PSCTs. Give me 2 more looks and show me the numbers we need to see. That's not it. Really want Petrosian to have a good set here. He's a very, very well-statted relief pitcher. Come on. 2 more. Nope. Bummer. Bummer. All right. Well, the good news is we've got some looks. All right. We take the 10% out of it. Now it's a 1 in 27 chance. Hit me with it. That's a BPD. The numbers weren't good. Come on. All right. We hit it. Now we have some interesting choices. We hit a 333. We hit a 333. All right. Let's go. It needs craftsmanship for sure. Yeah. He is a 2-pitch pitcher. He's also got really good fastball for iron will that I can adjust to. Now, he's already got elite closer, which is interesting. Yeah, PI3 works at setup. PI2 works at middle reliever. Yeah, PI is he's probably never going to be my closer. Let's see what level DST I have. Let's see what level DST I have on this account. I know I'm confident I have one. I'm confident I have one. The other thing is I know I have one because I have a PI here that I need to get off of. So we may have a project right here in the future because I'm still using a PI starting pitcher. Another 333 set. I think I still have, let's see if I have another DST. I don't. Damn. I don't. All right. So what we're going to have to do here is we are going to have to, man. No, I don't think Sale has a backup set. Let me check. Oops. No. No, this account is the newer of the accounts, so I haven't rolled a lot of backup sets. And so, yeah. Yeah, kind of a bummer. Well, let me do this real quick. Hold on. Oh, I thought I had one more legend. Must be just short. Well, I mean, you know what the kids say. YOLO, right? How lucky are we going to get today? Nope. Not it. Yeah, New Jack had the right idea. Throw the last one. How close am I to... Oh, I'm not that close to these middle ones. Okay. I don't know why I thought I was closer than that. All right. All right, so we got something interesting. We did hit our 3-3 set. A little bit of a subdued because it's not the most ideal situation, and we're missing the... All right, New Jack, have a good one, buddy. Appreciate you. So we do have a DST2. So we should be able to get a decent middle reliever. I can green to finish it off while we wait. Yeah, that's true. I can still green it now. Because we are definitely going to use it. Let me make sure. Hold on a second. I just want to make sure. I know some of these guys have... Okay, it's all Control Master. I don't have bullpen day trainers. Control Master, Fireballer, Control Master. Yeah, these guys are using unmatched DSTs. I wonder, well, if I have an unmatched DST as it is the new set going to be better? And the answer is probably yeah. Need to get him a new trainer. I have this on. I have his location set to set. Well, let's see if we hit Iron Will. We can look at trainers and stuff later. So many moving pieces. That's why we play the game, though, right? Okay, so we are gonna green. Probably looking for craftsmanship. We can look at that too. I don't think I have anybody with a 3-3. I'm trying to think. All right. Let's green for craftsmanship. He's a 2-pitch pitcher. Craftsmanship is going to be very good. He's already got a train for it. You do lose an ace, though, as well. Yeah, I do not have my ace on anyone else. I got enough blues and greens. I could probably go look for ace, if that's what I wanted. Crossfire, huh? All right. Well, the green luck hasn't been here yet so far. We've seen nothing. Oh, that would have... Wow, that would have been hilarious. So... Sorry, guys. Give me a second. All right. All right. That would have been interesting. That being said, we're going to keep looking. There's Pico. That's the opposite of what I need. There's Finn, which is going to be an acceptable third, probably. Ground baller's definitely not it. Another opposite. Come on. Crossfire. That's the wrong CR skill. Last boss. More boss. We're rolling through all the green skills. We got to see put away pitch and giant crusher apparently before we're gonna get to what we want. Or we're just gonna go through a bunch of non-golds. Ugly, 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 ugly. Thin again. There we go. Okay. Got craftsmanship. I don't think I want mess, do I? No, because they're not going to take as many walks because of PI. Lowering their eye. He's not going to walk a lot of dudes. Not going to be walking a whole lot, hopefully. Just reduce their eye all the way, huh? What do we think? Jetto, you're the one who has PI experience. Anybody got both need to be at 8? Tough call. Yeah, that's true. We go again. Nope. Definitely not on this account. Yeah, the Blues have not been kind to me. Man. If I had the DST3, that would be a really good setup, right? Yeah, both need to be at 8 again. I'm looking for Iron Will, Finn, Dom in that order probably. I think that's the 3 I'm looking for. Yeah, I think it's Iron Will, Finn, Dom. Let's keep going. I just don't think it's good enough to burn premium blues on. If I get Dom, I might burn some premium blues to try to find Iron Will or Finn. Blues have been brutal today. Really, game? You're funny. You're funny. Are you listening to me? Oh, man. Big Brother is always watching, huh? Big Brother is always watching. No. Okay. All right. I think we stop. I think I'm really happy with this for now. We still got resources, so when we roll something else at some point down the line. But yeah. Cool. Cool. I think because I don't have a matching DST as it is, I think we give it a shot. Oops. No. That was not what I wanted to do. That was almost hilariously bad. You know what he does not have, though? He does not have a fin train. Yeah, that's true. Without the DST, I don't know. We're gonna try it. I want to see. He's been pretty bad for me on a regular basis. I want to try it out and see. I need to adjust his trainers probably. Let's unequip both and see where I'm at. This is doable. Okay. Filtered by relief picture. Okay. So right now I'm -4, so I gotta go +9. Oh yeah, shoot. I do. I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking about that. Yeah. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that. Okay. Man, my brain is foggy today. 270, so I need 7. Okay. And I need to go +10. Can I get 7 break somewhere? That doesn't give me enough of a swing. That other one might not work. I might have to go more aggressive. Alright, I gotta go more aggressive. Let's see here. Need more. That's 4 and 7. With a little bit of location. What does that leave me with? I have to go +5 location and break, and I need, what is it, 60, 74, so I only need to go +3 to 60, 74. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, it will be. Well, the reason I haven't changed the stat adjust is it will be easier. You're right. Yeah, it would give it to me automatically if I got the stat adjust off of his stam. Um, that's pretty good. Does he have a 74 velo? He does. Okay. Okay. Oh man. Need that reversed. That would have been good. That is the number I need. I'm at -6, -3. So I gotta go +8. Although I could probably adjust the other trainer now because of that if I needed to, potentially. Good call, Chris, in YouTube chat. Appreciate you that I was completely whiffing on that. There's 10 location. And I go +8, which is what I need to go, right? That's -6, and +3 is -3, so I gotta go +8. I can get 10 location. It gives me 2 extra fastball than what I need, but yeah, that's not bad. Is it perfect? No, but is it pretty good? Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. We'll try it. We'll see. And we'll wait on another DST. All right. Well, we did get a usable 333. Not the prettiest thing we've ever seen. Unfortunately, don't have the DST for it on this account. Man, if the DSTs on these accounts could swap, it'd be nuts. I have extra Control Master DSTs over here, and over here I have like everything the other account needs, don't I? That'd be really good. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Oh, man. Yep. Drawing the wrong trainers on the wrong account. I need a bullpen day on the other account, and a better fireballer. Yeah, if I could trade backup DSTs between the two accounts, just full sale swap, I'd be set all the way around. Huge improvements. But that's not how the game works. So here we are. Got a little bit of mileage. We will save those. What else do we have going on? Somebody sent me a friend request, they said. Oops, not friend requests. Who sent me a friend request? You must have spelled it. Oh, you probably spelled it. Oh, yeah, that's why you spelled nuclear winter. I spelled goofy. Chris, if you're here, it's nuclear winter. Oh, I already accepted it. Oh, never mind. Okay. I already accepted it, huh? Bat Flippin' Blues, is that... Did somebody... the Zilla Blue Bomber said he... Oh, there's Clayton Braves. Alright, cool. Oh, I should have done that. Gotta love a good Braves team. Gotta love a good Braves team. We'll check this one out. We'll start with pitching. You know what we're going to do real quick? We're going to switch over. Before I get into this, which I'm going to do, we are going to check out... I just want to see what's going on with the club tournament. All right, we're in the finals. What do we got? All right, Tacos. Let's see. Okay, Veritas has been on defense for 35 games. They have a 31% win rate. That's not bad. That's not bad against a Tacos team. Okay. What's going on here? Let's see. Man, they thought that Wahoo was a weakness here. LFG was in the tournament. Yeah, we got bumped in the first round. We had a tough matchup. But yeah, we were in the tourney. I don't know what they thought they saw here. This is wild. Okay, well, good for Wahoo. I'm curious. Okay, he does not have a double beam. He does not have a double beam team. His shortstop, yeah. Strategist, spray hitter, 5-tool. That's yeah. All right. That was the first thing I thought, but he did allow 8 runs here. His Pedro got lit up. Mr. Perfect Pico Dom got lit up, huh? Interesting. I mean, you could optimize the optimize it a little more. He's getting, well, he needs 132 there. He's getting 3 too much. I mean, not much you can do there. Corner Workmaster. That's a good trainer. And then, yeah, I'm guessing his first 3 starting pitchers are all crazy. And then this is a pretty solid Mr. Perfect. Might have been unlucky. Strasburg, slow starter, Pico Finn. Slow starter 3. Very good corner workmaster. Scherzer, fireballer Pico Finn. Fireballer 3. Ooh, ho, 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 ho! Look at that. I mean, yeah, I don't know why he's got so much Stam there. I secretly think Stam plays more of a role than what a lot of people give it credit for. At least on starters. I've like sets that inherently have good Stam, like Mr. Perfect, like Workhorse. Yeah, there's certain mentors. Yeah, there's certain ways to make it work. So I don't think it's necessarily particularly a high Stam. I mean, it could be 4 points lower, but he's BSA off of Stam and doesn't have a bonus, so it's not that. For Scherzer, it's just he's naturally got some high Stam. Here's another low Stam one, but this guy has ace and slow starter, so oh yeah, look at this set. Oh, look at that. Look at that trainer. Lots of corner work master. Not a lot of OP. Corner work master, perfectly good trainer. But none of his starters have we've seen OP. Control master Finn Pico. Yep. Yeah, I mean, you know, I hate to say it, but the story of the game is DST 3s. There's a 2, but DST 3s. What else is going on? So I think Wahoo is the big story for Veritas. Wow, Nona getting beat up. Remember? Oh wait, this is not the. Is this the semi? This Nona is this the semifinalist team? Yeah, it is, right? This is the semifinal or the finalist team. This team was the second place team in the individual tournament, right? And Nona's getting beat up. Oh, it's Lake Nona Aces. Oh, that's right. This is not the Nona team that was in the second place. Different Nona team. You're right. Foxhound, couple good defenses. Yep. I stand corrected. Boss, this is a former tournament champion. Husker and Sui and Cruise Missile have not been hit yet. All right. On the other side of things, Taco's defense, 22 games, 27% win rate. So slightly worse defense, but not as many games. So still anybody's match. TA took a 1-0 loss. Engineer with a split. Cruise Missile trying to take a Wohe. Oh, apparently we need to look at TA's catcher. What do we got with TA's catcher? Oh, I mean, that's not that unusual. I'm surprised this hasn't been... With how much TA Sims stuff, I cannot imagine how many of his guys have... One, two, three, four... Oops. He's only drawn 4 batter upgrade tickets. Well, that's true. Yeah, but I mean... I'm just surprised that he's only applied 4 batter upgrade tickets. Like... Oh. Double elite fielding, double beam on TA. Okay. Huh. I say that that's not unusual because, let me tell you, I know how to run laser beam and flashing the leather. So, I know how to do it. Whoops. No. All right. So, yeah, it's still too early to say. Ooh, Squatchmo with a couple of defense wins. All right. Well, still a long ways to go. Still very close. Still very close. All right. All right. Let's go back. Where were we? Here we go. So we're looking at Clayton's Braves. So obviously I know the Braves starting pitchers well. You have 4 of the top 4 of the top. Sale's pretty good. 4 of the top 5 Braves starting pitcher SIGs available, plus Blyleven. So let's take a look. And your bullpen has the usual suspects. Minus McMichael. McMichael's the only really good bullpen SIG you don't have. So, all right, what do we got? Glav, Mr. Perfect, Pico, Finn, love it. You know, you're 1 point higher than what you need to be, but minor quibbles. Damn, you had a perfect corner work master? No, I'm sorry, that wasn't. It was 15. Max is 16. Okay, right? I think Max is 6. No, it is 15, right? You had a perfect corner work master trainer, bro. Holy cow. Well, that's something you don't see every day. Dang. Mr. Perfect 2, don't have a matching set there at the moment, but otherwise very good. Yeah. Love it. Love that. All right, John. Slow starter Pico mess. You can run mess on a... Yeah, you wish you had 4 more of them. Don't we all? You can run mess on a slow starter. And yeah. Solid OP. Oops. And you have a slow starter 3. Yep. That all checks out. All right. Spencer Strider. Workhorse on Strider. Yep, I say his stam can't get up that high, but 79. Ace and craftsmanship, that all checks out. Using a pretty mediocre nasty pitch trainer, so definitely looking for a trainer upgrade here. But a workhorse 3 trainer helps things out a little bit too. All right. Bly11, workhorse Dom Mess. Yep, workhorse and mess pair great together. What's the lowest base I that's usable for Pred? Are we talking like end game you're trying to, compete in Diamond? Or are we talking like, you're... Because there's some debate about that, Daniel Horowitz. If you're talking end game, like legitimately like finish the skills, finish the guy off and never have to worry about him again, probably 80. If you have a good card and it's a good set and you're not quite, battling in Diamond consistently yet, if you can adjust it and get to 77 or higher, it's probably usable for you. But realistically, you want 80. Once your adjustment is done, you want 80 base I, at least. And it's uncapped. It's one of the rare uncapped ones. So the higher the better. That's why like Ted Williams, several people, myself included, use Ted Williams' old legend card in their lineup somewhere, because Ted's base I unadjusted is 91. Yeah, Supreme Tomy kind of got a little shafted, didn't he? Yeah, 79 con, 79 I. Kind of a sad day. All right. But yeah, lots to like with Bert here. Another workhorse 3 and an OP trainer. Yeah. These legends scare me. Workhorse mess legends, they're tough to beat. They just punch way above what you would expect them to. Yeah, some of the Supremes, man, like 72 base I is tough. You almost have to. If 5 tool's the only option, when you get a Supreme with that low of an I, you gotta find like 5 tool charisma or spray hitter 5 tool or something like that, or spray hitter charisma. Like you can make low I work. It's basically gotta be spray hitter. But yeah. All right, Maddox, we got a 3-3-2, but it's classic Control Master Pico Dom. That all looks good. Another good Corner Work Master Trainer and a Corner Work Master 2 DST. All right, bullpen. Start with the closer. OP BPD 3. Ooh, very nice. BPD Iron Will Dom 3-3-2. Yep, I use a 3-3-2 closer. Pardon me. I usually recommend doing it with the Elite Closer as one of your skills, but I'm sure it's probably working for you. The only thing I'd be concerned about is him facing batters who haven't got on base yet. So Iron Will, when facing batters who have successfully gotten on base, a good chunk of the skill might be lost. if your starting pitchers are very good. He comes into a 1-0 game with you up, and you miss part of that. You got his fastball adjusted to 83. You could always use a legend stat adjust or something when it comes up in the shop, but you might have other uses for that. But yeah, I think you're on the right track there. Fireballer Finn, Iron Will on Kimbrel. Again, would love a little bit of a higher stat adjust, but you're making it work. OP and Fireballer 1. Farnsworth, PI, Dom, Pico. Okay, so yeah, I just rolled PI. Farnsworth has enough pitches. Hold on. Now I can look at this one, right? Oh, I don't think I can. I can find Farnsworth, but I don't think I have a Farnsworth to compare to. But yeah, I'm wondering how that works for you. It probably works because of this. He's got 4 on the Cubs, so maybe his Braves does have a 4 pitch. Okay. Even so, with 4 pitches, I think he's overtrained here, right? The 4-pitch train is only 267. I'd have to look at. I can look at the chart so that I don't give you bad information. Hold on. 4 pitches. Oh, no, it is still 277, isn't it? I'm sorry. It only changes if you short the skill. That's what it is. I'm not thinking number of pitches. I'm thinking skill level. Yeah, Jetto corrected me. Yep. That's level 7. Jetto's correct. I was thinking skill level, not pitch number. Yeah, PI just doesn't do well outside a middle reliever. Yeah. What does Iglesias have? Oh, you got another PI. Oh, man. Okay. I know Iglesias has 4 pitches. All right, so you've just been rolling PI. And then a slow starter as well. Okay, so you just had some unlucky triple threes in your bullpen. That checks out. Dylan Lee, Control Master, Dom, Boss. I approve of your lack of boss overall. Oh, you got another BPD 3. Dang. You really want to see one of those. Okay. Yeah. So, with the gold option and -1. Okay. So Jetto's saying if you have the PI 3, it can work at setup. At setup 2. Or at setup pitcher rather, if you can get the better DST for it. I don't know. Yeah, it should work at setup with that DST. So Jetto in Twitch chat is saying he had a PI 3 Pico Finn at setup 2 and had a 2.0 power hour ERA in Masters. So high praise from Jetto. You've got PI Pico Dom. You don't need, unless you need that stat adjust for something else. Fastball. Yeah, so you don't need this stat adjust, right? That's 280. Yeah, you could stat adjust and up his velo a little bit. But you still got to meet the Dom requirement. So yeah, that's the one thing I noticed is you don't need this. Maybe you change some trainers around and ended up like this. But I would maybe look to swap your -3 to a +3, or your +3 here to a +3 on velo. But yeah, great trainer, should be able to help you out. Cool. Let's go to the batters. All right. Ozuna leading off. I looked at the trainer. Didn't look like it, Iverson. Okay, so playing right field, the first thing I notice is you really want like 120 speed for defense purposes and kind of offense oriented nowadays. But let's see what he's got. He's got home run hitter. He's got a Pio 3 trainer with spray hitter. So you have Pio, spray hitter, charisma. Dang. That's a set. I think with this set, even with the home run hitter, I think you could train for less power. Like if you put 4 points here, the bonus would change. You went plus 10. Yeah, if like you could have this exact train just with your speed and your power flipped, I think you'd be a lot happier, or a lot better overall. Now again, that's just the general consensus that is my understanding. But yeah, I think with this, because you spray hitter, you're going to hit a lot of doubles. You're going to want the speed to try to score, and the speed will help you defensively. So in my opinion, I like everything here. And it's not that hard of a train to get back to con of 160. You could even push that higher theoretically. Your fielding could be lower. Plus 7 is okay, but and yeah, and you could, like Jed was saying, with that DST, you can move him down to mid focus. Yeah, you can move him to the middle of the lineup, change your mentor, and yeah, beautiful card. But I think there's some small improvements you could make, and I don't think you necessarily need him batting leadoff. Spray guys don't need that high power. Ed Paul agrees with me. Yeah. So yeah, it's a great card. It's a great on-base card. Like I said, I think if you drop the power by approximately 10 points, put it into speed, he'd be better defensively, better as an overall batter. You don't really need the power that much. And then find a guy who can be your on-base guy. We can look. We'll keep looking. Hornsby, this card is a beast. BI prediction spray hitter. Okay, so you got another spray hitter. All right. Have you sent me a friend request yet, Jared, with your Zilla Blue Bombers? All right. So Hornsby is playing second base for you. Okay. That's a choice. Yeah, it's already a low train. You sent both teams. I'll have to check them out. Do you send them to my nuclear account? I can't remember. I'll take a look. I remember you sent some friend requests. Let me check and see if they're here. They're not over. Oh yeah, they are. Okay, I found. All right, we can do one of them for sure. I got Zilla Blue Bombers over here. Sorry guys, give me just a second. I suppose an individual hasn't played in 39 days that was still on my friends list can go. Okay. We'll check that one out. Okay. All right. So here's what we got on Hornsby. We got BI prediction spray hitter. Couple things. I believe the consensus I've heard is spray hitter does well shorted. Prediction is probably fine, and you have so much eye, it doesn't matter. But my gut tells me that you're slightly better off switching those. But yeah. This whole set feels like overkill. Like, obviously you want prediction. This guy feels like he walks a ton. I've got, so he doesn't have enough speed and fielding to be playing second base. That's the biggest issue, is he needs to be your DH. But the way you have everything set up, it's tough. I just don't like this card at second base because his base speed and fielding is so low. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this card. I'm sure this card has like probably has an on base percentage of like, yeah, he needs to shift the, man, it's, I don't even know how you make this work, to be honest. At second base, it's tough. Second base is kind of a defensive premium spot. You typically want pretty solid speed and fielding. Most guys try to run a 5-tool person there. You have a 3-3 chance set on Albies, and when you pull the DSG3, you'll likely swap them. Okay, well, I like that. Both of Ozzy's cards are great 5-tool, very good speed and defense. So this card is just so weird. I'm sure he probably gets on base a ton. I don't know why you wouldn't really have him in front of Ozuna, other than the fact that his speed is bad. Yeah, that's an interesting card. All right, let's see what Freddy's got. Freddy's best year. Pio prediction, Slugger Instinct. Okay. Yep. So prediction and Slugger Instinct are kind of weird because prediction lets you short eye, and Slugger Instinct says no, you can't do that. He probably doesn't need 160 con. And he probably doesn't need 145 eye. I know you got to keep it at like 141 for power. I would love to see more speed again. There's been a meta shift over the last year, 2 years. I've been playing the game for almost 2.5 now. It'll be 2.5 in October. Where I've been playing my other team for 2.5. And I use that as my reference point for like meta shifts. Jetto says that he's heard guys tell him they prefer 160, 160, 140 on their slugging guys, but you can't make it work. Yeah. In the last let's say call it 2+ years, I've seen a shift away from SI, away from Spotlight, and a shift to more speed. You've got a power hitter trainer. You've got a good Pio trainer on him. Yeah, this is another card where it screams it wants more speed. And you have 160 con. I don't know. I mean, it's a 3-3-2, so maybe you want to keep rolling, but it feels like maybe you want to go find Spray again. I don't know. Maybe SI's working for you. That's a tough one. There's just little things. It feels like there's just little tweaks that are, I don't know, kind of tough to make. Just not quite ideal, that they're probably working, but they're probably holding you back at the same time. Yeah, it should work. It's probably fine. But yeah. All right, Chipper. Okay, so immediately I see Chipper is at DH, right? I love the 120 speed that I see right away. That I'm encouraged by that. Another power hitter trainer. Bad ball. Okay, beautiful bad ball. Bad ball prediction. STS. He is a switch hitter. Yeah. I like this set more than a lot that I've seen from you. And I don't mean that offensively in the slightest. But yeah, I imagine this works. Bad ball hitter 5, strengthen the strength. Yeah, and I'm not here to belittle you. So yeah, I mean the speed could be better. I think the speed should still be better with this set. Bad ball hitter improves power and con. Strengthen the strength improves power and I and increases. I think you could short I further than this and put more into speed. I think you could take away from a combination of power, con, power, and I and put more into speed. You've got a lot of power from your skills, from Bad Ball and from STS. Yeah, I would personally drop all 3 of these some amount and try to get. I wouldn't blame you if you got like a plus 20 speed number here or even higher, because I think you can afford to sacrifice everywhere. I mean, if you sacrifice all 15 points of I, if somehow you got I to 0, you would still have 134 I on a prediction card, which is fine. 134 I on a prediction card isn't even greedy. It's perfectly good. You get enough power boost from Bad Ball Hitter and Strengthen the Strength. And you get a boost from I here too. You get enough power boost that you could lose, 15 points on power and still be fine. And then con of 166, unless you need it for spray hitter or something, it's probably overkill. So all 3 of these could realistically be lower, and you just benefit from more speed. And it's not that, again, this is so weird because it's not that this is a bad card by any means, and it's not necessarily that it's wrong the way you have it. 120 speed is perfectly fine, but I just look at this and go, all 3 of these con power I numbers could be lower, and the most logical place to put them is in speed. And Ed Paul on Twitch agrees with me. So it's weird because I'm kind of sounding critical, and I don't want to come across that way because I'm normally not like that, especially with these reviews. These are just kind of weird things where it looks like they are probably working. They probably are working for you. And I don't think it's wrong to call them, I guess the best thing to do is call them suboptimal. But it's kind of a matter of opinion too, because there are people out there, I'm sure, that probably disagree that you need that much speed, or that, that all 3 of these could be lower or should be lower or whatever. And so this is just kind of my opinion. But with all your cards, it just feels like, and maybe it's just you and I do things differently, or you've gotten advice that doesn't match up with how I vibe and the advice I've gotten in the past. So yeah, maybe it's just that I would do things very differently, but it's not to say that these cards are bad. Yeah, Minasabe is saying he likes 125 speed with Pred. Again, you're gonna get on base a lot, and you want that good speed when you get on base. So, yeah, I want you to know I'm not being critical. Ed Paul's saying, personally, those little tweaks I'm suggesting make a little difference in the long run. And yeah, and that's the thing. So you're in Dugout Party. They were in the tournament, right? Like, I'm making suggestions based on what my experience and what I understand to be a little more optimal. Okay, so you are asking for some of this stuff. Okay, so yeah. I think you can make... I think the biggest trend we're seeing right now is I think you need to jump on the speed bandwagon. Yeah, a lot of people in the Twitch chat are saying, so Chris is in YouTube chat. I'm trying to relay what's in the Twitch chat. A lot of the guys in the Twitch chat who I respect and who have good PR teams are saying that these little differences do add up. So I think the biggest thing you need to look at right now is get on the speed bandwagon. Understand that the game has shifted and speed's more important now than we've ever considered it before. And yeah. And that seems to be kind of the moral of the story here. Speed speed, speed, and even though this looks okay, it makes sense to give him more speed. But let's keep looking. The speed meta is real. I tend to agree, and I think a lot of people agree as well. All right, you got a pretty cool home run hitter trainer. You got a Born to Be a Star 3. You got a 5-tool. Well, okay, now here you go. I think you did great here. Yeah, I think this is awesome. I see why you have him at third base. 35. You got 100. 100. 105. Yeah, okay, so you got a 105 tool. I love everything about this set. You've got a really good trainer. You've got a good home run hitter. This is very nice too. I like this. This is beautiful. This is really great. Yeah, I have zero complaints about this card. Tony Perez is a low overall Supreme, but you're making the best of it, and I don't think I can complain about anything on this card. Cool. Very nice. All right, let's check out Larry. So you don't have Larry Benton in the top 5, which makes me wonder what we're looking at. Contact Master Charisma Prediction. Okay, so now I really don't know how Larry doesn't make your top 5. Okay, so you went with the con bonus over the eye bonus. I would recommend you swap that. You're still going to get such a huge con bonus, and you haven't even shorted con that much. I think you would be better served with the bonus to eye for prediction. Somebody in chat, some of the guys that are PR higher than I am can, disagree with me. But my first thought is I would rather have 81 eye and 80 con with Contact Master Prediction. 80 plus eye for Pred is worth more. Yep. I think so. Jetto's seen it both ways. He prefers the eye boost there. Okay, so I would try that. And you don't need 10 eye from... Oh, yeah, you don't need that much eye from trainers. So, because you have Pred. Your speed's really good here. I think there's a lot to like about this card, too. You could short your eye a little bit here. You could short your con a little bit more over here. I mean, realistically, with Contact Master, even if you drop it and let the base be 80, you probably don't need the +4 there. But you really don't need it on eye, and you really don't need it on fielding, so it's probably a low priority to mess with that much. I think you have your special training where you want it. Power and speed. I think you adjust minus to fielding. That's going to give you more power, too. I think you adjust minus to fielding and plus to eye. And you immediately improve this card some. And otherwise, I think it's a really good card. You have a Contact Master 3. It's kind of all over the place, but you've pulled some dang good DSTs. I tell you that. You've had better DST luck than I have. I think you could use a little bit more luck. Looks like you could use a little more line drive machine, maybe leading hitter trainers to put on some of your guys. You're running a lot of power hitter, which we talked about at the top of the stream when I opened 3 of them, that it's just not a great trainer anymore. It doesn't do the on base as well as a line drive machine or a leading hitter does, and it doesn't do the power that a home run hitter does. And so you're kind of left in no man's land, getting the worst of all worlds as opposed to the best. So yeah, I would say in the short term, easy fix, minus fielding, plus I on the adjust, and see how he does. But I think there's a lot to like there. Dansby, 5-tool, I hope. No, not 5-tool. Okay, maybe looking for 5-tool. You've got him trained like a 5-tool, which is fine. You've got a good number for spray hitter. And aggressive base running. Yeah, I mean, spray hitter plus aggressive base running is a good combo. There's your line drive machine. Okay, so... And there's a really good trainer, too. Old school batting theorist. I think I do on, like, purely on base percentage guys. So, chance maker or somebody strictly bat and lead off. Yeah. I think OBT is good. His other set is a 3-3-3 chance, 5-tool charisma. You just pulled the DST, so you swap to the backup set. Hey, I did that last week. I approve. It's a good DST. It's a really good DST. I just think this trainer should be on somebody at the top of the... Well, you've got the position match. Never mind. Duh. Yeah, I just wish this trainer wasn't on your shortstop. But yeah, there's a lot to like about that set too. I think it's a good idea. If you're not going to do a super defensive oriented shortstop, I think that looks good. All right, what's Lonnie got? Strategist, 5-tool, aggressive base running. So the first thing I think is that strategist is one of those legend skills you can't short. I dislike strategist. The only way I've seen strategist work is not shorted and with spray hitter. And that might be why Lonnie's batting 8th for you. That's a lot of speed. But it is a 105 tool train. And you hit the 105 tool. Yeah, I'm one of those guys. My stance is not a fan of strategist. I'm a fan of chameleon, and I know that I would probably get dragged through the mud in a lot of places. Yeah, I think that there is a very specific way to build strategist, and if you don't build strategist in a very specific way, it struggles. So that's a very on-base oriented one. Yeah, I just think, I mean, there's stuff more important than hitting the... Like, if he doesn't have Master Base Thief, I don't think you need that much speed. Yeah. I understand what you're going for with the 105 tool train, but he is your center fielder, so defensively he's really good. I don't think you want the trainers to focus on speed here. I think you want more con. Yeah, I think you want more contact. Because this is what strategist does, is it gets on base. So I think you want to shift your trainers to more con. Yeah, spray pred, spray charisma. That's what I've seen strategists work the best with. So, you gotta, yeah, this is really good. So yeah, I think you just Justice and LBC if you swap them. I'll check. Yep. All right, your catcher, you're doing everything right here. Yep, you have laser beam. You have upgraded elite fielding, and you have 170 fielding. So, all right, catcher's good. All right, so you want to take a look at Justice. Contact Master Pred 5-tool. I ran something very similar to this. You cannot run contact. Oh, I didn't run Contact Master Pred. I ran Born to be a Star Pred. You unfortunately cannot run Contact Master Pred on Justice. He doesn't have the base stats for it. 73 or 72 base, 74 base. Just can't do it. So that's not going to be better, unfortunately. You realistically can't. You could run potentially run Pred on him and get his eye up to 79, but you really can't run. You really can't run that set on him. Albies. Chance Maker 5-tool spray. Yeah, I don't know. You don't have trainers on him, so you can get his con up to 160. So, yeah. 23. You're at 97. You're one short of 98. Yeah, I mean, I think you could run it. He's at 95. Yeah, he's one short of 98. Although no, wait, right here is just flat 95. I forgot Ozzy's eye is bad. So, yeah, I mean, I do think it's a good set. Because once you put trainers on him, you'll get to 160. You're at 95. Yeah, I think. Yeah, spray 5-tool can be tough, but if he puts trainers on, if he gets plus 14 on trainers, he'll be at 166. That's plenty. Because he doesn't have any trainers on this guy. Because he's on his bench. So, it shouldn't be hard to get it. It shouldn't be hard to get the con over 160 and still maintain a pretty solid 5-tool at 95. He'd be a much better overall second baseman than Hornsby. I know Hornsby's good. That set's really good. I mean, yeah, I already have a good set at DH. I just don't think that there's long term you can keep him at second base. And you don't have any other chance makers in your lineup, right? So if you can find a chance maker DST. So. But yeah. All right. So yeah, so you've got some things to work on. It surprises me based on like looking at sets that Perez and Walker bat as low as they do. But I can see how all these guys do bat pretty well. Yeah, we'd have to look at stats and different things to see about batting order. Batting order is going to be tricky because all these guys have some good things. A lot of these guys have good things. The top 7 have good things going for them. Even your shortstop has a really good trainer. All right. So yeah, hopefully that gives you some food for thought. And you can always come back and we can follow up too. All right. We gotta switch over. We're gonna do one more, and then I might get off and take a nap. I did not sleep particularly well last night, and so before my son comes home, I might take a nap today. All right, let's take a look at Azilla Blue Bombers. All right, start with the pitching. So immediately we see Guidry. We see a lot of the usual suspects for the Yankees pitching. Guidry, slow starter, craftsmanship, boss. So the first thing I'll tell you is that I am not a boss fan, especially on starting pitchers, especially based on your team value and what this team looks like. I'm guessing you are in... Yeah, Swamp, I can definitely take a look for sure. So, yeah, Jared, what I would tell you immediately is I'm not a fan of boss on starters, especially because you are probably in the gold to plat range. where like over half the people you face are going to be nerfing boss. So, yeah, it's so for that reason alone, not a fan of boss. So yeah, I got it right on the Ranger, and yeah, so I would look to get boss off of him at some point. Might not be your priority, but and then craftsmanship. Gidry's a 2-pitch guy, right? Or is he a 3-pitch? Because this is 269. He's a 2-pitch guy. Okay, so you want this to equal 277, and you're only at 269. So you could try to stuff some more trainers over there, but you really want to try to get. You could change your stat adjust or something, but you really want to try to get 277 here. Normal lineup stats. Yep. Thank you all too. Oh, and Jetto's saying if you're going to keep this set, switch boss to 8 and craftsmanship to 7. You should do that anyhow, because if you're going to get boss is going to get nerfed a bunch, you want it at 8, and this is the correct number for craftsmanship skill level 7. So all right, I'm running my mouth too much. Got to grab a drink. This is the correct number for the skill to be at 7. So switch for the time being. Switch your skill levels. All right, let's move on. Garrett Cole, slow starter, ace, Pico, 262. So yeah, you want to be at 269 here. So yeah, you got to work on your Pico train. It's a good set. But you got to work on that train a little bit. You got to get these two numbers to add up to 269. Radon, Chameleon, Dom, Mess. The first thing I hate is Mess. I know a guy who tried it, might still be trying it. Andres, if you never got that off of Logan Webb, you need to. I never went back and followed up with you. I think Chameleon can work. I don't think you want Mess. You just don't have enough stamina, and you don't have a way to boost your stamina. You have a 3-3-2 Stanton Sig with Bad Ball Hitter, Charisma, Slugger, Instinct. What should you short? Bad Ball Hitter. Yeah, so work on your train here a little bit, and I don't like Mess here. Cortez, Control Master, Pico Finn. So this is 267. You need to get this up to 277. So you need 10 more points. Again, trainers can probably do it. Yeah, you can probably do it on trainers. And then this card should be really good. Hernandez, Control Master, Pico Finn again. Okay. Again, if you're going to run Pico, gotta get that number up. Launch angle control, Control Master 3. Yeah, you got a lot of good things going. You got a lot of good sets, but you gotta get this number. You gotta understand what your Pico numbers are, what your goal numbers are, and get fastball and break. Yeah. Based on the normal lineup, fastball and break and number of pitch types. So Pico at 8, 277. Fastball plus break equals 277. So you're short there. Yeah. All right, closer, Chapman, Control Master, Elite Closer, Iron Will. Yeah. Oh, no. Okay. I mean, if you're going to run Iron Will, even if you short it, got up your fastball there. But you're not doing much here with a fastball that low. It's so weird that his fastball stat. I know with the Yankees his velo is down a little bit, but like he's still a Aroldis Chapman. How does he have a base fastball of 71? Wild. Yeah, this Chapman card got hosed big time. That being said, yeah, you should definitely adjust your fastball up a little bit. It's going to help some. May, Bullpen Day, Iron Will, Backbone. Backbone is a bad middle reliever skill and absolutely awful everywhere else. So definitely don't want Backbone here. Again, Iron Will, you got to have that fastball up. You got to look at your skills and see that it highlights it for you. The value of the fastball basic stat. Your basic stat is right here. And you want this to be 80. You can't get it that high, but you can get it higher than that. And so, gotta use your stat adjustments where you need them. Gossage, Fireballer, Iron Will, Ground Baller. I'm going to tell you right now, you don't have the defense for Ground Baller. I haven't looked at your team yet, but it's very unlikely you have the fielding for Ground Baller. Same thing. Gotta have that boosted for Iron Will. This could be he's got very good base fastball. Still want to boost it. Want to find Finn as well, ideally. But probably not worth wasting blues and greens on a 3-2-2. Chad Green, Fireballer, Finn, Eraser. Okay, so my immediate thought is, why is this guy? This guy needs to be your setup man. Like, this guy needs to be in one of these two spots. And Eraser needs to be at level 8. This is a really good set. This is a really, really good set. This is exactly what you want. But Eraser is only really good for a single inning. It drops off drastically after the first inning. It says gradually decreases. That's BS. It drops off a cliff after the first inning. Yeah. So, yeah, Backbone. Okay, so Green and May need to switch. And you need to take Eraser to 8. This needs to be a 5-8-7. And then you're going to be in a pretty good spot. But him and May need to switch. King, Mr. Perfect, Mess, Crossfire. You're not getting anything out of the Mr. Perfect, basically. I do not like having Crossfire because he's going to come in before other guys that you want coming in. So you desperately have to get Crossfire off of him. Because he's going to be coming in over people that you do not want him coming in over. Crossfire has that clause. When a relief pitcher, specifically middle reliever, with this skill is in the bullpen, they will take the mound first if a same-handed batter steps up to the plate. So he's going to interrupt one of your better bullpen pieces by coming to the plate. Gotta get that skill off of him. Dave Rigetti, Bullpen Day, Mess, Crossfire, same thing. Gotta get Crossfire off. Oh man, you have a righty and a lefty with Crossfire. They are probably ruining your bullpen. They are probably absolutely ruining your bullpen. Gotta get Crossfire off those guys. And then this is your PChem. Yeah, that's your PChem. Okay. So yeah, you got some work to do. You got to train better for Pico. You got to get Crossfire off these guys. You got to switch Green in May. All right, what do we got? Let's go in. Oh, I usually go around. Okay, let's check your catcher first. All right, you have laser beam. You have high fielding. Okay. Yep, that's fine. Judge. Pioneer prediction. Okay, surprise shot is bad. Surprise shot is bad. Get rid of it. This guy is amazing. Get rid of surprise shot. and he needs more speed. You have way too... This is awful. This is actively bad. This is a DH. This number should be less than 6, and this number should never, ever, under any circumstances, be greater than 0. So, gotta retrain him. He has too much eye. So, yeah, you gotta get surprise shot off of him, and you gotta retrain him. Drop your eye a bunch. Drop your fielding a bunch. Dump as much of it as you can into speed. Great set. Here, change that. Retrain. He's going to be a beast. But bad, unnecessarily high with prediction, and needs to go into speed. Bagwell, bad ball, charisma, surprise shot, bad. Don't use it. Not much you can do with Bagwell in terms of speed. On a legend. So yeah. If you get rid of surprise shot, he's fine. Gleyber Torres looks like a 5-tool train. He is a 5-tool train, born to be a star, aggressive base running. Considering all the other things we've looked at, this card looks good. Yep, I don't hate this card. Ripken, contact master, batting machine, barrel it up. Batting machine bad, barrel it up not great. You don't have enough speed for barrel it up. And yeah, you need to go to the tournament page and find one of the many teams that run Cal Ripken as shortstop and look at their skill sets. You're gonna want to use greens to get rid of this. Contact Master 332 is good. It can be good long term. But you want to look at their skills and their training for Cal, because this is not how you want him. But yeah, instead of me telling you, I recommend going and looking up one of the many teams that has Cal Ripken. There are a lot of them on good tournament squads. Trust what they're doing. LeMahieu, Pioneer 5-tool batting machine. I like everything except for batting machine. Not a good skill. Get rid of it. But I like a lot of what you're doing here. All information is appreciated. Yeah. This is 26. That's 99. This is 24. That is... Wait. 87? Oh, he's not a good 5-tool card. See. Alright. Well, he's not a good 5-tool card, but I think you have bigger fish to fry. LeMahieu stats are really bad. 69 over. Oh, that's fine. You're making the best of it. It's, considering the other things we've looked at, this is not the end of the world. But I would get rid of batting machine at some point. Ricky Henderson. Okay, low fielding, high speed. I like those things. Born to be a star, spotlight, prediction. Again, there's no reason for you don't need this. You need it here. You got to boost your eye for prediction. I'd go, when you get a chance, I'd go minus this and plus the eye, and he'd be much better. If you want more speed, which is A-okay with me, I love it. Sacrifice your eye with a prediction on an 80 plus base eye. You don't need very much training here. Put it into speed. But yeah, lots to like there. DiMaggio. Okay, so the first thing I think you need to do is switch. Well, DiMaggio is the worst defensively out of all your outfielders, and you haven't been the most important defensive spot. Your center fielder wants good speed and fielding, and he's just not there. Contact Master, Pred, barrel it up. Contact Master, you have way too much training here. You don't need... You could have the 0 here, and he'd be fine. And it needs to go into speed. Ricky center, Soto and left, DiMaggio and right. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Oh, yeah, because Ricky's got Born to Be a Star. Yep. I have not looked at the tourney teams doing that, but yeah. My immediate thought is, yeah, get Ricky out of... get Ricky to center. I'd consider changing Spotlight out at some point, too. I don't know if I said that, but yeah, get Ricky to center. Get DiMaggio out of center field. And then more speed. Take all your points out of con, put them into speed. You could also run less I. So lower your con, lower your I, dump it all into speed. Soto. Bad ball, charisma, batting machine. Love it all except for batting machine. Not a good skill. Amazing card. Fine prediction. You'll be happy. It'll be so good. I don't love old school. That's an amazing trainer. I don't love it with bad ball hitter because he's trying to hit home runs. But that number is as low as you can go, so it really doesn't hurt you that bad. So, yeah, I think this is fine. I think he has too much fielding, but that's pretty minor. If you get rid of batting machine, this card's amazing. All right. There you go. You definitely have some pieces. You just got to kind of figure out the best fit for everything and kind of do some retrains. So, all right, very good. Before we wrap up today, let me think if there's anything else going on. I am off next week. I'm gonna be out of town on my vacation, and then I've got some really exciting news to share in 2 weeks. Yeah, I've got some really exciting news coming down the pipeline. So not looking to share too much right at the moment. But yeah, there'll be some exciting news when I come back in 2 weeks. And we'll see where it takes us. So, yeah, Swamp Survivor. What's the team name? What's the team name, real quick? I'll go look at those. I can't remember. And which account are you friends with? It's hard to keep track of everybody. On nuclear. Yeah, autocorrect. Gotta love the autocorrect. Okay. So, friends. My name is I am. That's right. All right. There it is. Okay. All right. So what do we got? We've got Bryant, Ott, Tomei, and Bellinger. All right. So Chris Bryant, you went and found a 333 Born to Be a Star, like I said. And you found that. And oh. Good call. All right, here we go. We're looking at Chris Bryant. Born to Be a Star, 5-tool, barrel it up. Yeah, I mean, I think with this, I think I don't love barrel it up, but I don't think it's the worst thing you could do either. Yeah, cool. Yeah, when you run out of... That's fair. It's not the worst thing you could be doing. All right. Melot. Bad ball, spray, charisma. So you couldn't quite get spray to 160 there. I would. Okay, so I wouldn't. If you're gonna use him in the outfield, I wouldn't be stat adjusting off of speed. You want to stat adjust off of fielding, and I would put it on to con. Oh, he's adjusted for trainers. Oh yeah. Okay. All right, I can see that. That is probably worth. I would still not stat adjust. Oh, wait. Oh, you need. Oh man. Okay, I mean, I would find a new trainer at some point, but I see why you're doing it. Okay. Yeah, I don't love it and I don't hate it. I don't love it, but I don't hate it. You're making the best of what you're trying to do with a legend. So, I feel you. You're in a bit of a pickle. Yeah, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Nah, don't do that yet. Keep rolling for another outfielder, but all right. Tommy, Contact Master, Prediction Charisma. We talked about this. I'm in the same boat here. I think 79 base. I would up his eye. I would try upping his eye. I don't think you need this much fielding. Maybe you were looking at a 5 tool at some point. 79 is borderline. Yeah. They're both borderline. That's the problem. Tommy got kind of hosed. He doesn't have the Connor eye. He doesn't have either one that you really need. He's just shy. To be honest, what I think you do, I would change my stat boost from here to here, and I would change all of this fielding development that you're not really utilizing, and I would put some of it back into con. It seems counterproductive, but I think you're better off boosting your normal lineup con a little bit more, keeping your eye somewhat shorted, but boosting that for the prediction, and then you don't need all this fielding. That's just too much. That's what I would do. 520 fielding is not enough for ground baller anymore. The recommendation that I've been going off of, again, this changed when they made an adjustment to ground baller like a year and a half ago. The number I go off of is 550 now. And even then, ground baller is not great. I run it on one starting pitcher, but I have 552 fielding, I think. Yeah, so especially if you don't have ground baller now, you don't want that fielding. Yeah, I love the speed, but I don't think you want all that fielding. So there's a lot to like here. I think he can be good. I would stat adjust minus fielding plus to eye, or minus power plus to eye, either way. And then get these points distributed back over here. That's where I'm at. There's a lot to like here, though. And then Bellinger. Okay, good. Hard hitter, spray hitter, spotlight. Yeah, so other than spotlight, which I'm not a huge fan of, again, it's not the worst. But I like this card a lot more than the last time we looked at it. Yep, I had to settle there now for 2. That's fine. Makes sense. But I like this card a lot better than the last time we looked at it. So, I also think you could do less power and more speed, and let hard hitter kind of carry it, but and realistically, you want con to be your highest special train bonus. Yeah, I mean, I maybe another retrain. Push even more speed and even more con. Back your power off a little bit. That's what I would do. But yeah, looks like you're making strides. So very nice. All right. Hey, no problem. Con, speed, power. I like that, Ed Paul. Yeah, I agree with you. All right, everybody. As always, I really appreciate y'all. But like I said, we have exciting news to share, but in 2 weeks. So don't expect me next week. No, Spotlight's just not a good skill anymore. Very popular 2 to 3 years ago. 3 to 4 years ago. Has fallen off a lot since then. But yeah, the chat was awesome today. Lots of people hanging out. Lots of information being shared. Great as always. I appreciate you all as always. 2 weeks from now, we got some really exciting news. So come check it out. Thank you guys so very much. Until then, y'all take care. Appreciate you guys.